about to find out, as Ogier now already on the start line.
Yeah, and a dry road in front of him.
So we already know that he'll definitely have slick tyres on his car, having only taken 3 hards and 3 softs.
Now we are hearing on the previous stage, this news came in just a couple of moments ago, Georg Linnemer is stopped on the stage. You can see from the splits, he's just passed 14 kilometres in the previous stage, and we've got nothing at the next split point. If he does get underway, we'll let you know. That compression is going to be well avoided this time around.
It would be quite interesting to see what Seb actually decides to do there. Is he going to just slow down a little bit through it, or is he going to try and... I mean, it was a very fast section of road from memory, and you can't really drive around it other than taking the cuts, which is, again, obviously what they're trying to avoid in the first place. Extra risk. So, yeah, maybe just a slight touch on the brakes. You know, don't want lightning to strike twice.
I think that the actual compression itself came in maybe just at about 11.5 kilometres, or maybe a little bit over that.
Yeah,
he stopped at 12 k's.
Yes, Robbenpere was just within 100 metres, I think, wasn't it, of that. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that as Seb and others approach that section of stage.
60 mètres, droite 120, moins 1000 pas corde, 120, moins 1000 pas corde. Et 100 mètres frein, droite 120 plus, pas corde de tenir. Sur gauche 130, corde juste, rail de tenir. 130 corde plus, rail de tenir, pour attention, gauche 133, corde frein glisse, sur droite 120, moins 1000 pas corde sortie. Pour gauche 110 plus, corde rail, 110 plus, corde rail, sur droite 120, bon pas corde, 50 mètres, gauche 120 plus, 1000, léger salle qui ouvre.
Just confirmation as well that Nicolas Seaman has completed the previous stage, still remaining in 3rd position within the WRC2 Championship itself, but dropping behind Oliver Solberg within the Rally 2 category.
I guess then he must have slipped a little bit of time to Nikolai in that stage also, yeah. Still pretty close though from what we can see.
Absolutely is. We're on the 2nd stage of the afternoon if you're just joining us. Thierry Neuville is continuing to lead the rally here in Croatia. And we are waiting to see if the weather does indeed change. There has been a little bit of rain on this stage towards the latter part of it, but the road is just damp rather than full wet, we believe, from reports.
A few damp patches there I saw from the helicopter, but it's also even hard to see whether that's a damp or just patchy tarmac, isn't it? Kind of old repairs to a broken old road, but clearly nothing so far that should cause them any concern.
Et droite de 140 sur 70, fin droite et en gauche 30 moins pilon salle, en gauche 30 moins pilon salle. Pour gauche 60 plus pit rail, pour gauche 60 plus corde rail, en droite 40 moins 33 fixe. Pour droite 50 court parasé, pour gauche 30 plus tourne, en glisse fort, droite de 30 moins long et droit. 60, droite est presque bidon, 140 plus. Sur 100 pièges, gauche 40 plus, glisse fort. Pour droite 30 plus vite, glisse fort.
120 mètres frein, gauche 130, moins corde rail. Pour 60 mètres frein, droite 120, moins mini, rail chape. Pour 40 mètres, tension frein, gravette, droite 110, pas corde. Sur un gauche 80 mètres, 80 mètres frein, droite 90, moins 1000 pas corde gris. 80 mètres charge, gauche 100 plus, pilon pas corde gris, 100 pilon pas corde gris. 100 mètres, droite 140.
Listening in from you, switch from Martijn Vidager back to Vincent Landé on the notes.
It's great just to settle in and listen to them calling these numerous corners to the drivers. It's just relentless on some of these sections. Yeah, it's all well, I mean, all of the co-drivers so calm, so composed. It just sounds like they're just sat chatting on the sofa, doesn't it?
Honestly, it does. But that's great. I mean, you know, your driver is taking in a huge amount of information, and I think everyone deals with it differently, don't they? Everyone has their different styles of co-drivers, and the drivers either like it in a calm, delivered in a calm manner, or in a more dramatic, passionate manner.
Yeah, kind of rev them up a bit more. Yeah, there's definitely, there are sort of two distinct styles in that sense, certainly.
You were certainly more of the calmer nature.
That was my my attempted, kind of style. Yeah.
Did you have to hone the voice over the years? Did you have to slow it down, speed it up?
I never had to slow it down. Not once I got into a WRC car, that's for sure.
True.
Yeah, speed it up sometimes. Yes. Yeah. When it's funny how you can be just less than half of a second behind on your rhythm, and you really know about it, and it can take you a kilometre or so to catch up.
Wow.
Which sounds a bit bizarre, really. You think, well, you just talk a little bit quicker, but everything's coming just at the right point. That if you make a slightly slow start to one section of notes, it can be taking you a long time to get back into that optimum place.
Co-driver Seb Marshall sitting alongside me in commentary this afternoon. He's been with us in the service park throughout today, but we'll be back at stage ends tomorrow. Looking pretty hot out there tomorrow, Seb, so...
Oh, don't worry, I've got the sun cream packed already.
Well done, well done.
I've learnt that lesson. Well, actually, no, I haven't learned that lesson. Each time I seem to get burnt at some point, but yeah, I should be looking forward to being out on the stages. That's a lovely shot through the village, isn't it?
Is this rain on the lens here of the helicopter?
Now, this is obviously with Robin Pera, who's near the start of the stage, so...
Sunshine beating down on the stage, but rain droplets on the camera, or on part of the head.
Ogier now just around 11 kilometres into the stage, so
he's at that windscreen wipers on a little there.
Keep an eye on his compression coming up shortly. Just a bit of understeer on that particular left-hander. This is where, you can see the reflection of the surface. This is tricky now. A lot of dirt pulled out from the cuts with a little bit of dampness, a little bit of moisture. This is what we were talking about a little bit, Bex, about the shiny tar. It's not, classic shiny as I would call it, but you can see how the sunlight is almost reflecting from it, and it has got that sheen, that gloss to it. There's a lovely drift around that corner. But yeah, Wipers now on full time by the looks of it from that shot from the heli. I still wouldn't say this is still not wet weather tyre territory though. I'm sure Seb will have put on the 3 soft compounds that he has, but it's not wet enough, I would say.
We're just getting some tyre information in as to what has gone on the cars. It's coming up on our system. So the only one we haven't got Ogier's data.
Frustratingly, but we know he won't have put a wet on, and I'd be astounded if he's put more hard tyres on, given the information we have. So.
But you can see on the road here the difference now.
Yeah, this is certainly more than the 7 or 8 kilometres we've heard about before. So perhaps there has been a further shower in the period between getting that information.
So Neuville obviously has 2 hard, 2 soft compound tyres on. Robin Pera had 2 soft, and I'm guessing 2 hard as well, because he's got 3 from maybe he's got 3 softs. We don't have information for his back right. But Tanak, we don't have information for his back left, but he has 2 wet weather tyres on.
Interesting.
And a soft.
Yeah, so I would assume that Tanak's 4th mystery tyre will be a soft one. So he's rolling the dice a little bit. He's got those tyres, he's taken them with him. You often think you might as well use them. this is what he did last year on the Sunday morning. He gambled a bit and it paid off spectacularly. You know, he launched himself into the lead. Okay, that was overcome on the final stage, but it really put him back into the thick of the action. So, I mean, yeah, I can see from Oit's point of view, why not? He knows as well that Evans, who's his main person he's battling with at the moment, doesn't have any wet weather tyres. So this is the time where you can potentially make a difference.
Absolutely.
If you pick the same tyres as Evans is running, well, then the chance of a big difference is not really going to occur. Just see the patience there that Neville was having to have going around that corner. Ever so careful, getting back on throttle. Staying within the, not that there's that much of a clear line, but just one tyre width there. Stray from that and you will be in big trouble. Of course, with the hybrid cars as well here, you know, the huge amount of boost that is available to them on the exit as they reapply the throttle. That's something that they will have considered before they're starting the stage, and if the conditions were going to be quite, well, so let's say quite even more sort of variable grip. You know, they can adjust some of the settings there, so it perhaps doesn't give them quite the kick that they used to experiencing, and with that, of course, you know, it's not going to snap as much, you would hope, on the exit of the corners when you're putting the power back on.
We wait for more information tyre-wise then to filter in, as we see a little bit of rain falling on this stage, but it doesn't seem to be too much at this point in time, Seb.
No, it's not significant. And
no, definitely
like I was saying before, looking at this, I wouldn't say a wet weather tyre is going to provide you with any particular benefit at the moment, but also got to consider that if it is beginning to rain, of course, you know, Tanak started 9 minutes later than Ogier, and as we know, a lot can change in that short period of time. So, yeah, only the clock will tell in about 15 minutes time for Roy Tanak.
I suppose there's other things to factor as well. The wet weather tyre help. You know, should it get damper, the mud that is being, you know, through the cuts, it's going to be negligible, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting point you make there, because certainly in the past we have seen that the wet weather tyre is coping very well with the you know, the damp surface, but it can be perhaps a little bit more susceptible for that tyre experiencing damage from rocks or in those cuts. So you do have to have an element of caution when you're driving on that tyre, going into these cuts and putting the car off the road.
So there we go. There's the tyre scan for Thierry Neuville with the hard compound and the soft in the diagonal.
Judging by the splits so far, it's fairly even between Neuville and Ogier. He's 2 seconds down at 14-kilometre marker, but
Rovanpera's not too far adrift either. They're all setting similar pace.
Notable though is, of course, there that in that first section of the stage that we saw was quite dry. Tanak 3.5 seconds down. So I mean, that's to be expected. It will hurt him when the road is dry, but he'll be hoping he can make that back across the damper, wetter section of the stage that comes later on.
Elfyn Evans has started the stage as well. No tyre info for Elfyn, other than we know he's gone out with a 3 and 3. 3 hard compound Pirellis, 3 soft. But then the road looks really dry here. We're coming into, you know, the final sector of stage. Maybe it looks deceptively dry.
The lens can be very much like, I mean, that section certainly saw the spray off the back there. Was very much wet as it turned into that corner into the forest, but this is the thing, it's just so intermittent and so patchy that you'd rather it was full rain, to be honest, because then at least you know what you're dealing with on every corner. It's when it is this on, off, the tyres are different, you know, that's when it's really difficult to judge the pace. It's very easy to get into that safe mode, let's say, and not pick it up again enough when the conditions become good.
Well, it is looking good right now for Sébastien Ogier, because no one is beating him in terms of the splits that we're seeing right now. The last split we had for Thierry Neuville is 2.5 seconds shy. And Ogier passing the final split point now at this stage. There's quite a bit of mud up the side of the car now.
120 mètres derrière, droite 150 et 100 mètres gros frein jusqu'à 100 plus, proche à droite.
This is coming up to Neville's chicane from this morning. Negotiating without drama for Ogier. Notable, it doesn't appear as though the wipers are on, so obviously it's not raining from what we can see at present.
Elvin Evans' first split is in. It's compared to Oitanak. He's 2.9 seconds faster there. Remember, according to our tyre scans, Oit has gone with the wet weather tyre. Esa-Pekka Lappi into the stage. Well, the information we have for Esa-Pekka is he's gone with too hard, too soft.
100 mètres frein, droite 130 plus, et tenir pour un gauche tenir. Est-ce qu'elle passe 67, droite 138, pas encore de bref. 60 mètres qu'elle frein sur droite 140, moins, pas encore bref, sur frein arrivé. 50 mètres gauche 140, moins, encore léger cravette. Sur droite 130, moins.
There are the red boards then. We'll get a full analysis from Seb and what the condition of the stage is like. As we said, in terms of time right now, split-wise, no one is really coming that close to him. Elvin Evans at the first split was only 0.6 of a second behind.
Interesting to know as well, the second split, the time for Tanak now 8.7 seconds down at 9.5 kilometres. He'll be hoping it rains quite a bit more in the second half of the stage.
He will. He's got a while to go, but let's cross out to Paul King, PK, who's there to ask the questions.
Seb, the rain finally arrived towards the end of that stage. Are you happy with your tyre choice in there, though? It didn't seem like it was too bad in the end.
Well, it was definitely a bit more tricky to the end, but yeah, so far so good with the tyre. There's nothing really different you can do, I believe. So let's see later on.
You will have to tell us what you've got on the car right now, because we never got that information.
Mixed tyres, so soft and hard.
And a few words on Francais, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah, we didn't get the tyre info from Ogier, but as I said, mixed package. Obviously, he's gone out with 3 of each, so 3 of each, as in soft and hard compound.
Neville's been Mr. Consistent here in terms of he's been within 5 of a second of the same gap to Ogier the whole way through the stage, pretty much.
Yeah, consistent is definitely the word for his performance through here. Robin Pera, from 14 kilometres on, started dropping a little bit more time. There was 9 seconds behind Ogier, that 17k marker. And we've got the final split in then for Neuville, 2.7 seconds down, as you can see there. I think it'll be interesting, this final sector, for some of the other drivers. Ogier said how tricky it was with obviously a damp surface and the mixed tyre choice that he had. Esa-Pekka Lappi, the only driver so far to be faster than Seb, 0.4 of a second up at the first split point.
The intrigue is just fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's all great to see. You know, we always like a bit of interest in terms of the weather and tyre choices out there. This stage is certainly giving it to us at the moment. I think, we could see some interesting times come the end of it, certainly with regard to the battles that we have going on for Esa-Pekka in particular. He's wanting to get closer to Tanak. 14.8 seconds was the difference.
Yeah, from what we've seen on the tyre system, it does appear that they've gone for quite a different strategy here. So, yeah, it's fascinating to see how that one's going to play out. It could be a bold but great choice by EP if he can continue that pace.
If he can, yeah. Neuville through then with a 15:39.7. 4.5 seconds down from Ogier, so losing just a little bit at the end. Let's see if he found that final sector as tricky as Seb did.
4.5 seconds slower than Seb. Now, you had the option to take a couple of wet tyres in this one. You must have got some late information because it was pretty wet at the end, no?
I don't know, it was hard to say, and we didn't know what was the stage like, so we had to guess a bit. At the end, I got an information from the team to take those tyres, and I went for it.
How tricky was it those last few Ks?
It was okay. It was okay. I don't know what's faster. I guess that Sepp was on 3 soft, 1 hard, which obviously would have been the best choice for this one. But we did with what we thought was the best.
Good luck in the next one.
We don't know what Seb was on. He just said mixed. That could indeed be 3 softs and 1 hard, or it could be 2 softs, 2 hard. We don't know.
The great mystery shall remain unsolved for the time being.
Absolutely. Shall remain a mystery until we speak to them later on. Okay, let's keep an eye on what's happening now then with Rovanperä. And again with Tanak, those splits still looking really quite slow. Was Tanak the only driver to, we believe at the minute, I have not checked the tyre scans of late,
Well, from what we've...
take 2 wets?
I know that Takamoto Katsuta is now into the stage, and from what we may have heard, I think he's possibly also gone for some wet weather tyres as well, based on what he saw Tanak doing. So, yeah, let's see. At the moment, it doesn't seem to be the optimum choice, but you've got to remember, of course, okay, it is the tyre package across the whole loop. You know, it's easy to look at one stage in isolation and think, oh, that was a disaster, or that was a great choice. There's still 2 more stages to come after this.
Absolutely.
Okay, they're shorter, but they are a bit further away as well, so we have no idea what the weather's been doing down where the final stage of the day, stage 8 is, of course. So, yeah, it's a long old day, long old loop.
Well, both really. Yeah, absolutely. 130 competitive kilometres out there today. The countdown in green right now, he'll go into red because final split he's 10 seconds slower than Ogier. But by how much? Just into double figures then, 10.4 seconds slower than his Toyota teammates.
Moving around a bit in the car, in the seat there. Kalle, after the finish, just shrugging off the effort of the longest stage of the day.
Let's switch to Ott Tanak, Martin Järveoja now then. If you are just joining us, maybe you're looking at the splits, maybe you're wondering why he's not quite on the pace at the front. Could well be down to do with the tyre choice selection. Using 2 wets on this stage. We'll come back to that though. Let's hear from Kalle. Let's head down to PK.
Kalle, I can tell you, just over 10 seconds slower than Seb. It's all about tyres in this one. How tricky was it to judge, and how difficult were those last few kilometres for you?
Yeah, it was really okay. The last section was tricky. Now when the road is wet and the cuts are wet, the mud is coming on the road a lot. So yeah, the end part should be quite difficult to cover with more cars all the time, more mud on the road.
Have you gone 2 and 2 or 3 and 1?
Sorry?
Have you gone 2 softs and 2 hards or 3 and 1?
We never know.
Let's get a couple of words in finish, please.
We never know. No. Honestly.
A lot of mud on that corner. It's interesting now that we're getting this moisture and the dampness mixed in with that cutting. It's just going to make those corners even more treacherous. But you can see, tentative, even with the tyres on. In this section, this is where it should really be trying to make the advantage, but it just doesn't seem to be flowing.
Now let's see where the split is. 14.3 seconds down.
Have we got any more info on Sepeka's progress through the stage after that mega first split?
Yeah, he's lost a little bit of time because that first split was for Ogier. He dropped a little, but it's not much. He's only a second slower now than Ogier at 14 Ks, but he's 8.5 seconds faster than Tanak, so he is gaining. Could we even see a position change?
Yeah, certainly based on that, he's halved the gap already, I think, hasn't he? So still 10 Ks to go in the stage with potential, certainly.
keskpanen 5-2 Porisees närroskisas valla 6,0. 4,5 tagasi Pudasees lõppkisti sees lõpp Porisees.
I mean, ultimately, Seb, you know, you're getting the information through from the team as much as possible. Like you said, where they were on the road section, not so fantastic for signal. It's your decision at the end of the day what you're putting on the car, though.
It is, yeah. I mean, you know, the team can have their suggestions and thoughts on what they think is the optimum based on, they've got lots of different models for how things should progress with these tyres and deltas and this kind of thing. But yeah, fundamentally, it's you're the one. Trying to listen to Tanak. Yeah, you're the one with the nut gun and the tyres in your hands. So, yeah, it is the driver's choice ultimately at the end of the day.
Well, Tanak completes, and it is 15.1 seconds slower than Ogier. But obviously he's going to be thinking about the man behind, that is Esa-Pekka Lappi. And at the final split we have for Lappi, which is at 14 Ks. Lappi's 8.5 quicker.
Well, it's I think around 14 seconds slower than Seb at the last split I have. I understand you went to the option of taking a couple of wets. Was there enough dampness to make that the right decision?
Obviously not.
How difficult was it to handle when those early dry stage kilometers?
Yeah, it was like it was, so yeah, no, all good, not too bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gamble, isn't it? Could have rained really heavily and then he would have been on to win it, just like he was in, was it Germany years ago, where he took the wet weather tyre and
I think
completely blasted everyone.
That seems to be something that Oid's done a few times. I remember in Colombia he was marching off into the distance with the rain tyre on. But yeah, it's one of these things, isn't it? He would have been an absolute hero had he...
As you said, sorry to interrupt you, it's the loop.
It is the loop, yes. I have just had some information through, though, from one of our WRC stage side crews who's in SS8 preparing that already, and they've said it's bone dry in stage 8 at the moment, so it's only a short stage, that one. We've got no info
yet. Stage 8 the last stage of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, no info as yet from stage 7, but we'll keep you updated should we hear any more on that. But yeah, it's hero or zero, isn't it, really, Bex? You know, you take that choice, you roll the dice, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, such is the nature of the sport, really, and the appeal, really, isn't it?
Great final split here from Elvin. He's only 0.4 of a second shy of Seb's time, but 2.3 seconds up on Neuville. Remember, the gap from Elvin to Thierry is 13.7 seconds. So really strong final sector.
Could we see it enter into single figures here, potentially?
Maybe. Let's have a look. The countdown to, obviously, Ogier's time, that was the fastest. Ooh, great time there, 1.2 seconds faster than Sebastian Ogier, 15:34, which means it does indeed go down to single digits. The difference between our leader, Thierry Neuville, and Elvin Evans, who's just completed, now 8 seconds is the difference there.
And with that mega time over Tanak, he's given himself a little bit of breathing space there as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's now 23.4 seconds his advantage, so good stage for Elvin.
Elvin, really strong stage in there, just over a second quicker than Seb by the end of it. Is it maybe starting to dry out in there, but anyway, a really good run for you?
I don't think, I guess maybe it's drying out a bit, but I think the mud is then doing, you know, more damage than what is drying, I guess, but it's hard to judge against the others.
You got any information on the next one?
Would he give it to us anyway? No.
No chance.
Not a chance. Okay, let's concentrate then on Esa-Pekka Lappi. 4th position going into this stage. Remember, the gap between Lappi and Tanak was 14.8 seconds. Lappi's 11.3 seconds faster at the penultimate split.
Looking at the time loss that Tanak suffered in that final sector of stage, it could well be that Lappi's got enough in hand here to also take over the position from him. Lappi at that point was not quite the fastest on the split, but he was quicker than Evans, so yeah, fascinating final couple of kilometres here.
Elvin was referencing the mud. You could just see a big sector of it there that Lappi sliced through.
We got the final split there. EP into the fastest position to that point at 23.5 kilometres.
Wow.
14.9 slower.
So that is position lost by a tenth there.
See there the graphic of his tyres, hard and soft crossed option there, 2 and 2. Seems to be that's definitely the optimal tyre choice for this stage.
Talked about the different styles of calling the pace notes. Jarno Firm is definitely on the more dramatic, aggressive kind of style, which you love to hear.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm disappointed I haven't heard many Kiriels yet. I can't do it, but yeah, Kira.
I can't do it either, but he does it the best. There it was. 15:33.3 then for Lappi. It is a change of position. Lappi moving into third, Tanak dropping down to fourth, 2.2 seconds in it. Fastest time through. What a run from EP, and what a transformation from the morning as well, when he wasn't feeling quite so comfortable after the opening stage. Great progression this afternoon.
Yeah, fantastic to see that increase in pace and the confidence for EP.
Packer, really well done. You took a massive chunk of time out of Tanak and you have moved into third place. He went on a wet, so I don't think it was the right call. How was it for you?
What he said?
Tanak went on a couple of wet tyres in there. It didn't pay off and you've taken third place from him.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm sure we had the best choice. I mean, well, yeah, Thierry had the same as well. Well, not the best choice, but better than the wets. You know, when you see Lube is putting wet tires, Tanak is putting wet tires, and then Katsuda is putting wet tires, and then we are just waiting. You know, we don't do anything. You feel a bit stupid, but you know, we believe what our team said, and it was the right call.
Well, it's looking like it could be a stage win for you, so well done.
Let's wait.
And a few words in finish, please.
But it must be so hard to sit there, watch people putting wet tyres on, thinking, have we got this right, or is it, you know, catastrophically wrong? That must be so difficult when other people are doing different things around you.
It's very easy to follow the leader and think, they must know what they're doing. But I mean, yeah, Lappi said there, you're made to feel a bit stupid, but he must feel pretty smart right now.
I'm sure. As he said, though, let's wait and see on that fastest time, but I think we can pretty much, you know, guarantee that Katsuta, as you can see on the split here, he does have 2 wet compound tyres on his car, and
yeah, it's clearly not found a happy place for Taka in this particular stage. The imbalance, like I said, of having those 2 wets with, I'm assuming he'll have with the 2 softs also on the car, it does make the car very reactive in a very specific way if they're, you know, in a cross pattern.
Also Lube with the wets, 2 wets on as well, so that's why you're seeing splits really down for both these drivers.
42 seconds dropped at 23.5 kilometres is massive, you know, and that's not at all what Tak would be wanting for his afternoon, because he had a really strong morning pace-wise, so it...
So you can see the wet weather tyre there in the cross pattern with the soft for Taka.
Interesting to see potentially how warm they are as well, because when the rain tyre is driven on largely dry tarmac, which I'd say at least half of this stage is, then he can suffer a lot, and then you're almost punished even further and compromised for the stages that follow if you've got tyres that aren't really very usable. So you can almost think you're being the best thing when it's a bit damp to put the rain tyre on, but then if it's dry and then rains later, you're ended up with nothing. So you're actually, I'd say doubly punished, let's say. But not far from the red boards now for Taka.
Oh, he's going to be willing them to come as quickly as possible. 47.8 seconds slower than the fastest through. Frustrating.
Yeah. And I think he knows it.
Yeah, you can see from the facial expression, the body language, and it'll be the same for Pierre-Louis Loubet, who's also gone with 2 wet weather tyres here.
Taka, a lot of time lost there, I think over 40 seconds. You took that late call to go on the wets, but not enough rain, it seems. Tell us how hard it is to handle the car in that situation when it's mainly dry and you've got these wets on the car.
Yeah, I expected more wet, but yeah, drying up quite quickly, and doesn't need to be changed tires. So anyway, last stage we lost a few times, so we have nothing to do, so that's why we decided to go like this. Yeah, it was a mistake, but okay.
Better luck in the next one.
Pour droite 150 F. Pour droite libre, sortira 50 mètres, droite 90.
Just getting some updates weather-wise on the next stage, stage 7 overall. There's a bit of drizzle. So yeah,
it's not enough.
A little bit of rain in the air on the next one.
Yeah.
Gauche 150 plus Milon, les champs bancaires, 120 mètres, droiti, 90 mètres, léger droiti court, 90 mètres, passe 80 rentre à droite, passe 80 rentre à droite, 40 mètres.
While we wait for Loubet to complete, let me just update you on the junior category. We've now come through stage 5. We'd heard that Laurent Pellier had a bit of a stop on stage 5. Managed to get going again. There has been a lead change. Will Crichton is now into the lead in juniors by 3.9 seconds over Laurent Pellier. They've been battling it out throughout the day so far.
They've been battling it out in Sweden.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The Sweden battle just continues.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see the fight for the junior honours is really strong there between those two in particular. Graphic there for Loubet confirming that he has also taken 2 wet tyres and 2 soft compound tyres. He's not going to lose as much as Katsuta in this one, but he'll still be disappointed, I think, with his time through the stage.
Non. Non. Quoi non? C'est pas bon.
Nope.
Yeah, it is disappointing for them, you know, the choice doesn't go right. It's a gamble, and it could have gone very right.
Yeah. It's not good, I think, was my interpretation of that from Pierre-Louis when Nicolas asked. Yeah, frustration for them.
Pierre-Louis, just 3 of you opted to try out the 3 wets. Sometimes it's worth the gamble, but it seems not here. How dry was it by the end in the end?
Yeah, no, it wasn't working, unfortunately. We tried, but it wasn't the choice to do, but okay, it was something to try. We tried, it was not working.
And a few wets on front.
And here we go. We're going to have a little look at a replay here for Oliver.
Wipers on, we can see there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just caught it up a little.
I thought he was just going to nice slide there, but no, he ended up spinning. Frustration. Too much time lost, and of course, we always remind ourselves that it doesn't matter so much for Oliver Solberg this weekend, as he's not registered for the points on this particular rally, but still, I'm sure he'll be as usual frustrated, hard on himself.
Just having a look at some of the tyre choices for the support categories for this afternoon. Solberg went with 4 hard compound tyres and 2 wets.
Interesting.
Yeah. Don't know what he's got on the car, and we won't find out from PK. He's had to head off now to get himself to the end of the final stage in time to catch up with the guys.
He's just there.
I thought they were going to say something, but no. Johan Rossell, in turn, has gone with 4 hard, 2 soft compound tyres. His splits, again, are pretty amazing.
This is the stage, obviously, Rossell had targeted for his big push this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even against the later runners who were matching or beating him on the previous stage, Greensmith and Gryzin significantly faster than them.
Yeah, I mean, he's 7 seconds up on Lindholm at the penultimate split. He's 19.9 up on Gus. Again, Gus Greensmith gone with a 2, 2 and 2, so 2 softs, 2 hards, 2 wet weather tyres for the package this afternoon. Lindholm went with 3 hard, 3 soft.
It does seem as though, I mean, the wet weather tyre clearly isn't the right one to go for, but having that balance of the softs, I mean, I guess full soft would probably be the optimum on this particular stage, but yeah, the soft with 1 or 2 hards, still decent. Those with the full hard compound struggling.
Yeah, seems so.
Just getting some further info in from crews on the way to the next stage. Rain and lightning apparently on the road section 2, stage 7. So
nothing too dramatic there.
No, just fairly run-of-the-mill penultimate stage of the day coming up, I think, Bex. But we'll keep focused on stage 6 for the time being as Rossell completes. That's a fantastic time, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. 16:11.4. He's had a superb day here so far, though.
Yeah.
I mean, at this stage now in particular, it was the first stage this morning we were all like, oh, hello. And now it's this one that he's really setting pace on.
Yeah, I mean, for context, I think that's 6th fastest overall.
Yeah, I was going to say, how does that factor in?
Was it 7th? But,
yeah, he's 7th.
But still, he's beaten 2 of the Rally 1 cars there, which is...
Lube and Katsuta.
That's mightily impressive in a Rally 2 spec car. The tyres obviously make a difference, but it's not that much you wouldn't think under normal circumstances. I mentioned it yesterday at Shakedown. I do really enjoy this camera angle. It gives you a great idea of what's going on in the car, and you can see just how careful Emil was being there on those slower corners, being very smooth with the application of the steering and the accelerator. See, Rita there, clamping the notes, giving it a turn of the pages. It's just...
You're loving it.
I am.
His eyes are wide here in commentary as he's watching all of this.
I think this is about as close as you can get to feeling as though you're in the car when you're sort of between the seats looking down, because your eye level, when you're sat in the rally car, is not too dissimilar to what you're seeing here in terms of looking out the window. And yeah, I think this is the most immersive experience, let's say.
Immersive, good word. They're 11.1 seconds slower than Johan Rossell at the final split point.
And you can see that little bit more hesitation from Emil compared to Rossell. Just not leaning on the tyres quite as much.
Lindholm, as a reminder, is 18.1 seconds behind Alejandro Cachon. He's in 6th position overall, Emil. Definitely Rita needed a bit of a drink after that. 25 kilometres of non-stop talking.
Yeah, 16 minutes with barely taking a breath. So,
it's a lot.
Thoroughly deserved.
I've probably asked you this question before. Did you ever lose your voice?
Came very, very close. But thankfully never actually fully lost it. But times where, you have a bit of a cough or a cold on a rally was usually the most difficult, trying to maintain it. Yeah. You do a lot of talking across a rally week.
Absolutely. So the splits here for Greensmith, we noticed them earlier that they were slower than what we would expect to see at those 28 seconds down now. Final split to Rossell. Don't know what tyres he's got on the car.
Don't do we? But you'd have to think that he's probably got more hard than he has soft.
Danger right, narrow 4 left, tighten, keep 3 plus. Right tightens 4 minus. Far 30, K6 3 left. Far 60. Cut 4 right. Open, tightens 5 minus. Narrow left left. Right over press 45 left tightens, cut minus over 50. And right tightens 4 plus. Narrow left left. 50, open right tightening 4 plus.
Again, that's a really muddy section. You can see that, there was some rain here earlier. The road is drying because it's warmer, but you've still got, obviously, the remnants of the puddles and the mud, which Elvin was referring to.
Yes.
See if there's any chit-chat.
Definitely not the right road. No? That wasn't the right road.
Whatever it was wasn't overly positive, I don't think.
No, it's a 16:41.6 then for Gus Greensmith. It is Esa-Pekka Lappi, though, that takes the stage win on this one. 15:33.3. Sorry, say it again. Elvin Evans was in second position, 7/10 of a second behind, with Ogier 1.9 seconds adrift of Lappi. Then Neuville, Rovanperä, Tanak. Johan Rossell with a fantastic time there, 7th fastest through the stage. Let's take a look at the overall classifications then after that one, because we do have some change around. Neuville continues to lead the rally. That lead, though, down to single digits now. It's 8 seconds. Esa-Pekka Lappi moves into 3rd position overall. Oit Tanak drops to 4th. 2.2 seconds is the difference. Then Ogier completes the top 5, moving up 2 spaces. That's the way it stands here at Rally Croatia.
Well, welcome down to